Good morning, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I had planned this morning just to do some botanist leveling. Unfortunately, a lot of the actual area around the, well, the first in general, is closed off until you do some of the story. So that's what we're going to be doing this morning. Just having a quick word with Alisaie. She's talking about the afflicted, and how they're feared and shunned from society, and eventually will all turn into sin eaters. Yeah, which is knowledge I can now share with you while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Cool. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. Oh, lovely, thank you. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a sin eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out here, you can rendezvous back. We can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Thanks, me dear. Right, so we're going to take a page out of her very combative book and go kill some local monsters. Always good. Close the map. Don't need that. Hello, fellow sproutling. Oh, might be a good idea to get Carbuncle out. A forgiven cowardice. Ooh, okay. Interesting name. Gonna get hit. Tender love, eh? Some interesting names and some interesting named attacks. Oh, there goes that. They look like something. I'm trying to think. They look like Guars from Morrowind. Let's try to think what they look like. All those things from the Mandalorian that they ride. Nope, nothing here. Once again, I'm jumping on before work. I've found as well that if I do play this before I head off to work, it usually puts me in a better frame of mind, and I'll take any opportunity that I can to prepare for the day ahead with a good mental state. It's always a good idea, but do what you can. Still don't feel as though I'm doing a good amount of DPS, but never mind. I can have a look and see if there is a more efficient distribution of skills that I should be using. We're not having any immediate problems though with dispatching stuff, it's just taking longer than I think it should. Oh, I had a look. I was talking in the last episode about wasted XP from main story quest missions. The general consensus seems to be that there are easy enough ways to recoup that XP if there was going to be a different job class I was leveling. And not to worry too much about that. Oh, going the wrong way. So I'm going to try and put that to the back of my mind. My finicky brain is, every time I see those XP numbers, I'm just going, oh no. So I think I just need to kind of grit my teeth and try and ignore it. Which is tough. It's tough, you know. How did you fare? Yeah, fine. I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the void scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. So the basic idea behind my patrols is to cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Telseen, shall we? Yes, indeedy. I've attuned to all of the currently available aetherites, sorry. Crystarium, Lakeland, Amarang. And that's all we can do. Alisaie tells me you helped her out on her patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. It's alright, it's kind of my job. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You've no idea how badly Alisaie missed your company. Everything is always, if Gaiko were here, he would... That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Gaiko's methods. Ha 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 ha. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation, it's really something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. Gasp. I'm only teasing, though I've no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets, just as you do. Okay. Yes, heap adoration upon me. Ha ha ha. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alisaie? What, and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you, you can start by helping me sort out the larder, Alisaie. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Pornil, Todden and Halric. They may not give much in the way of a response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Okay. Well, this guy looks asleep, so... Just bother him while he's lying. He's like, get off! Stop it! Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what I did, but... glad it helped. Todden? Seem a bit more awake. Todden glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Good. And Halric. Not even touching him. Whoever you are. Halric remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. Okay. And you two have not moved from this spot, which leads me to believe you've not seen to the larder. You've seen to the patients? How were they? Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Halric though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Gaiko to Maud Sook if you have any errands that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Gaiko. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ron's stall, of course. Cool. Let's go to the market again. I just can't get enough of shopping in the desert. Round this way. So Botanist's level 75 at the moment, only another 15 levels, and that's maxed out for that. I don't know if we'll be able to do all of that in Shadowbringers, or if we'll need to wait until Endwalker to finish that off. I don't see any reason we can't just grind to 90, same as we've done with our Summoner. I think that should be fine. But you'll never see the progress, because I'm only leveling my main. I'm only questing with my main character. Job thing. Right. Maud Sook. Bill. Ron. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ronron's wares? I don't know. Actually, we're looking to buy nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one free of charge. Thanks. Gods, I've never seen a Maud merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? 1 gold piece. Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Oh no. Not for me, it's an offering of sorts. Yeah, they look disgusting. The worms, if you please. Only the best wrigglers for you. Come again, my friends. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetheryte to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Oh, yes, there is a path behind the market that I was trying to get to before, because I think there's an Aether current up there. And I think she's about to take me to it, which is excellent. Excellent. Or maybe not. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Gasp. Glazed wrigglers? You actually brought them? I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, alright? Only once. Never fails, shall we? Yes.
向こうに白い地平が見えるでしょ。
Yeah.
あれが光の反乱に飲まれた土地だそうよ。
Oh.
ただ真っ白な、何一つない無の空間。
Kind of like the burn.
今なお強い光の力を帯びていて、踏み入ろうとすれば体のエーテルバランスを崩してしまう。さっき買ったネクタリンね。ハルリクの。あの子も含め、多くの患者は力ある積み食いに襲われながらかろうじて生き延びた人よ。でも、その場では助かったというだけで、敵の力は彼らに食い込み、エーテルを光で侵食していた。加えて環境もご覧の通り、普通の人なら体が自然とバランスを整えるけれど、彼らはもう浴びるがままに光を蓄えてしまう。だからね、遅かれ早かれ、いずれは全員積み食いになるそうよ。手 スリンたちもそれは分かってる。だから一線を越えて完全な積み食いになる前に必ず命を絶たなければならない。意識があった頃好きだった食べ物に毒を混ぜて、そんな最後何度も見てきたわ。
Oh no, someone's gonna poison this nectarine.
悔しいわよ。今でもずっとね。戦っても戦っても強さなんて足りやしない。それでも向き合わなきゃ。私散々あなたに置いていくなって言っておいて、自分はあのざまだったじゃない。
Yes, I do remember that.
あのタイミングで呼んでくれた水晶校には散々物申してやったけど。誰のせいにしたところであなたを戦場に置いてきたって後悔は消えやしなかった。だから決めたの。その分こっちでできることがあるなら苦しい道だって走り抜けてみせるって。それが今の私の決意で支えだわ。そろそろ戻りましょうか。長く待たせたらテスリーンも辛くなるだろうから。
Okay. And you are making a difference here, it looks like, so don't be so hard on yourself. Hmm? Got us all good. I thought you were going to take me up behind the tower there and go up that rope ladder. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Urianga's lecturing. Okay. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just the threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. Carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It's their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. So I'll show you what I mean. I was talking about... It's kind of like a rope net thing that's behind here. This thing here. So that obviously leads up to there. I don't think there's any way I can climb it. Don't have a climb thing, do we? No. And I don't see him able to... Oh, hang on. Oh, well, I can climb up that far, but no further. Never mind. I'm sure it will become available at some point. Pardon me. The forest that... Oh, I can't remember which of the three of the scions are in the forest area. So, Alphinaud went to the city place where all the fancy dandies live. Must be Urianga in the foresty area then. That area is where I need to go next for my botanist leveling, because that's the next sort of level of stuff closest to what I am. But we can't get there until we've dealt with Alisaie and Alphinaud, I guess. Gate's just shut and the gate guard won't let us through, which is very mean. There is something quite weird about the aspect of light causing this sort of calamity. It's not like people view light as good and darkness as bad, not as just forces of nature that don't really have any alignment with good or bad. They just are, and they can be as destructive as each other. Just thought I'd throw that out there. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? I did. Here you go. Stick some poison in it. Thank you. Alisaie has explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others, and we've decided to keep an eye on Halric for now. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Yeesh. Well, nothing's going to happen. Excuse me. Nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat, and I'll make us a nice stew. Yeah, don't put any poison in it, though, please. We're not afflicted. As far as I know. Oh, look at this. Alisaie and I sharing a nice candlelight dinner.
足りなかったら言ってね。今日は少し多めに作ってあるんだ。心なしかいつもより具だくさんじゃない？正解。クリスタリウムからのお客さんなんて珍しいから、ちょっと奮発してしまいました。
I'll have another bowl then.
よし来た。次の分が煮えるまでちょっと待っててね。ほら、ここは捨てられたり別れたり、そういうことばっかりの場所だから。もともとは私もね、住み食いになりかけてたお母さんを連れてここに来たの。助けられない、殺すしかないと分かっていながらどうしてもできない。みんな
Oops, sorry.
ここにあるのは希望なんかじゃないわ。ほんの少しの猶予とせいぜい痛みのない死だけ。それでもお母さんが静かに息を引き取った時、こうして見とれてよかったって本当に思ったんだ。
Keep staring at that nectarine like it's an actual character.
そうだね。救われるって信じていても、見てきた人の命を奪うのはね。身勝手かもしれないけど、いっそ闇の戦士が来て変わってくれればいいのにって毎回思うよ。闇の戦士？あれ、知らない？私も由来とかは詳しくないんだけど、有名な伝承だよ。
I know who you mean. I've met them in person and they came to my room the other night.
死の使い。命を刈り取り、天の暗き海に返す。誰も逃れることはできない。人も、人が成り果てた罪食いでさえも。って感じだったかな。まあ実際にはそんなの見たことがないからおとぎ話みたいなものなんだろうけど。物騒極まりないわね。そうかな。人でも罪食いでも命を返してくれるってところ、私は好きなんだけど。
Oh? What is this? what is going on?
来る。
テスリン、大変。
Uh-oh.
ハルリクがいないの。少し目を離した隙にいなくなってたの。
Well, that second bowl of stew will have to wait. Looks like Halric's going to turn into a big bad. Gaiko, Alisaie, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone... We'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric, please be alright. I'll cover north and west, then you take everything here to the everything from here to the south. I will. Halric, where have you gone? I know you've probably turned into a monster. What's that? Looks like we can get down there as well. You see no sign of Halric. Maybe he went further west. Perhaps. Yeah, it looks like... Because you can see down here there's... seems to be a person down there or something. But there's this great chasm in the way. You scan your surrounding in search of Halric, but suddenly find yourself under attack. Given folly. Splurt. Okay. Thankfully that wasn't Halric. Where have you gone? Oh. Not a bit.
そっちも手がかりなしか。そう遠くまで行くとは思えないんだけど。積み食いが騒ぎ出しているのも嫌な感じね。もう一回今度は別の場所。
Oh?
あれも積み食いだわ。多分かなり強い。人を襲いに来たのかもしれない。追いましょう。
Yes, indeed.
いたわ。
Oh, it's having a chat with Halric.
あれって嘘でしょ。
Ooh, nice. No! Oh dear. Ooh. Nasty. Well. This thing has to die. You come back. You need to die as well. No, no, you need to come back and face Steel and my book. What happened to the kid? Or the... whatever it was. Halric. Anything to say? No? Okay. I'm sorry, Gaiko. I tried to tell the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. Okay, I'll go and tell them. It's just so unfair. Tesseline was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial, and she cared about that sort of thing. About giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. It is a horrible fate. Halric is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. I've spoken with the carers. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them, to me. Sorry to interrupt. We realised we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Halric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Halric back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. Oh dear. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halric's last meal as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. They're not going to be pleased to hear that. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Halric. Keep Tesline's words close to your heart. What's left of it. This is where the actual, like, main villain of Shadowbringers is revealed to be Halric. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light, building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now, hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained here to hurt them. Yes, let's be the Scions in this land as well. We're good at changing the world, you see. People don't realise. Okie dokie, back to the Crystarium. We can't really go anywhere else here just yet. So we will teleport back to Crystarium. Well, that was a rather unfortunate end to a very caring person. Oh, for God's sake. I always do this. Hang on, how am I meant to speak to her there? When? Oh no, we can. Yeah, we can get across that way. So basically, I jumped the gun, came straight back to the Crystarium, and she's waiting for me halfway there. I wish when people said, let's go to a place, they actually meant it and not, you know, meet me on the way. Excuse me. I wonder if that's a Beast Tribe mission. Although I actually doubt this area will have Beast Tribe missions in it. There are still the tribe, like, obviously there are the kobolds. I wonder if there's the equivalent of the Sahagin, the Amalja. Or the Sahagin, however you pronounce it. And what were the other ones called? The insects. I can't remember what the name was. Voth. Is it the Voth? Or the Vath? Forgive me, Gaiko, I couldn't stay there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against this blight with kindness, I must fight it in my own way, with steel. Yes. Miss Alisaie, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest Amaro. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Well, I've just spent bloody 476 gil getting there and back. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Areng again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. Shall we talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out? We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out, shall we? Yes. Let's. Wee! 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 This guy? Yes. Enter the ocular. Thank you for seeking me out, Gaiko. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment we decided upon a direction, but you have still to visit Alphinaud, haven't you? And if I know my brother, he'll be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success, if he hasn't already. I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being, but don't keep me waiting too long, eh? Nope. Right, next, Alphinaud. You wish to visit Alphinaud in Kholusia, then? Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction. Present it to Sem Genmai, the Master of Beasts at Temeros Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphinaud, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. I shall. I wonder what trouble he's getting himself into. I think the rookery is on this level. Just around this corner, I think. Oh god, incredibly runny nose today. I think I might be coming down with something. Which is fun. You there. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? This business. Funny business. Serious business. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Kholusia. I will pick you out a friendly whelp. And there I was expecting a chocobo. Amaro are often used for travel then. That's right, mounts like my grey friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, more accustomed to chocobos perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you're plainly unaccustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best if I accompany you on this flight myself. Any's unworthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Okay. And we need to head upstairs. Yeah, on the topic of the XP dilemma I was having, there are still plenty of missions back in the source that we can do. And then there's going to be the side quests here that I'm not going to do as my summoner, so I don't really need to worry about too much, you know, wasted XP. Plus, I can always do, you know, the duty finder. Still plenty of missions to be done, so it'll be fine. We'll have plenty of chance to level another job up to 90, I'm sure. Hello. You want to fly an Amaro to Kholusia? Well, I suppose if Master Genmai is going with you. Oh, sorry. I think he said, wait here, please. Let's have a look what we said. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with the mount shortly. You can now travel to Kholusia. Speak with the aspiring Amaro tamer to fly to the island. Cool. Thanks for that.
Shiokaze to kurikaesu nami no oto. Itsu no yo mo sono shima de wa toki ga nagu. 垂れ込めた光の下ではなおのこと、もはや動くこともない一枚の絵のようだ。風に乗り華やかな演奏がかすかに届く。遠くに見える都市まではただ荒れ野が続いていた。
Wow. It looks like somebody set a balloon factory free. Thanks for the lift. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Kholusia. You would be safe here for the present. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Yeah, anyone who lives in a structure like that, I'm not going to instantly trust. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Eulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. What changed? For years, the Eulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They've gone as far as to offer the leaders of our other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we're not at war, our relationship with Eulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. I will take your advice. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Tell me this secret. If you head south along the coast, you'll eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Eulmore. Eulmore keeps an eye on everything that happens in Kholusia, and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme, that will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you're ready to return. What a good chap. Thank you very much. Okay, we're in a whole new area. Hobgoblin. Yes, you do look like a hobgoblin. Oh, it's a Gubu. What are they called here? A Maltash. Of course they are. Why would they not be? Right, Just quickly switch out to botanist while we traipse through this new area. Just get everything immediately around me. What are these levels? 70. Yeah, we should be okay. They shouldn't attack us. Attune to this. Just minimize this map a little bit. We don't need it that big. Bing. Chocobo. Anything else? No, let's just get to this person. We can do some exploring later. Hello. Hey, boy. What you after? Fish? Crab? I think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere. If you have a taste for him. Not really. Here's some thyme. Ooh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavour. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say as there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphinaud, eh? Aye, I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Eulmore's richer than all of Norvrant put together, but it's a different story for them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. Aye, I can hazard a guess as to where he is now, get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide, that's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse of a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there and I'll see that Alphinaud joins you. I like this place, it's kind of got the general feel of an old style fantasy novel thing going on. Rundown crappy fishing village, weird castle off in the distance. The poor and downtrodden versus the rich and uppity. I like it. Stilltide. Speak to the Amaro Keep. Get registered. Thank you very much. Done and done. And let's go to the pub. Do we need to go inside? Nice tavern. What the hell is that? Okay. This your first time in a tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having? Ale. Fine choice. And what will you be paying with? Gil. Well now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry dear, I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbours, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. I don't want the ale that much. Here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? What, for one flagon of ale? Jesus. I want you to quash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here as long as you like. Holy crap. People just assume as soon as I step foot into a village, they're like, oh yeah, you'll do work for, you know, basic goods. And all because I went into a pub and asked for a pint. Okay, how do I get in? Right, I heard some vermin here. blighted crop. Okay, and should be one more. Blighted crop. Prepare to be unblighted. Courtesy of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, who've now taken up jobs as past exterminators, apparently. Can you imagine if you hired an exterminator and this, you looked out your window and that's what you saw happening? What the hell is going on? Right, where's this guy? You please tell me you didn't bar yourself in the silo because of that. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. No response. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing. Perhaps you just kick the door down. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Okay. Well, I would love to give the person you mentioned a good talking to, but they're not there, so I'm just going to head back to the pub. My job's been done. Give me my ale. Thank you very much. Mission accomplished, kind of. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Nothing. He wasn't there. Gone. Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. What? In Galetown? Outside Eulmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. That's more like it. Just have to wait for our other twin. Hey, who's this then?
Yeah, 調子はどうだい?
いらっしゃい。今日はすごいわよ。よそのお客が一人来てるわ。
Hello. Yeah, I know who it is. You don't have to be so coy.
久しぶり。待たせてしまってすまなかった。
Likewise, you little twerp.
頼まれていた麦の種だ。以前のものよりも多く実るだろう。
あら、よく譲ってもらえたわね。さすがアルフィノ。助かるわ。それじゃ、私は増えちゃった空き家の片付けでもしてこようかしら。ここは好きに使ってちょうだい。
とても久々に君と会えた気がするよ。土間で捕虜交換があった時以来か。
Indeed.
私の方はこちらの世界に来てから少し時間が経っているからね。本当に元気そうで何よりだ。
Me? I was more worried about you.
こっちで再会したアリゼからもそう言われたよ。あんなに怒られたのは久々だ。改めてそれぞれの無事を祝そう。そして互いがここに至った経緯を交換しないかい？
And I will certainly do that.
なるほど。水晶港やアリゼからも事情を聞いてはいたが、やはり帝国との戦争は。それにタタルにも随分心配をかけてしまったようだ。どうにかしてみんなで無事に帰らなければ。埋め合わせにいい知らせをたくさん持ってね。
うん。
そのためにも原初世界と第一世界の統合、第8霊災が発生するという可能性を見過ごせない。
That seems like a
ウリ
good
エンジェ
idea.
が見た未来を私は本当に起こりうるものだと考えている。彼の証言によれば、原初世界において第8霊災のきっかけとなったのは帝国が使った姿なき死の兵器だったらしい。
The Black Rose.
間違いない。黒バラという毒ガス兵器だ。私はガイウスと共に各地を巡っていた時にその再開発が進められているのを見た。
That's kind of weird as well, because the eyes of the victims of the Black Rose were all white and, like, featureless. The same as same as what happened to that girl out in the desert. Her eyes just went completely pale, and then she turned into a
ガイウスは
sin
それ
eater.
をかつて廃棄した研究だと言った。しかし人の争いが絶えない限り、一度生み出された兵器は完全に消えることはない。
Or that could just be a coincidence.
原初世界で今ある黒バラを破棄するだけでは完全な問題解決にはならないのだ。そういった意味で私たちが第一世界に呼ばれたのは幸運だったんだ。私たちと水晶港の知識を合わせることで世界の統合が起こる真の条件がある程度見えてきた。
Oh? Do tell.
詳しくはいずれウリエンジェ本人が話すだろうが、世界の統合はする側とされる側両方が重篤な危機に直面することで発生する。そしてここ第一世界側の危機というのが積み食いの問題なんだ。だから私はこれを解決したい。それにたとえそれが自分の生まれた世界のことでなくたって目の前に苦しんでいる人がいるのを見なかったことにするなんて嫌なんだ。
You're a good lad, Alphinaud.
そのための足がかりとして世界政府を自称し事実大きな権力を持つという都市ユールモアを知ろうと思ったんだ。これからすべきことを定めるために。よければ君にも同行してもらいたいのだがどうだろうか。
Starving.
嬉しいよ。久々に君と旅ができる。あ、
Let's do this. We're getting the band back together. We're on a mission from God. Which will continue next time. I'm going to leave it there for now because I do need to now go and get ready for work. But yes, having now rediscovered Alphinaud and Alisaie, I guess we've got to do a little bit more in this neck of the woods. Then we'll return back to the Crystarium and then probably go in search of Urianga. But until then, and for now, it's goodbye from myself, Alphinaud, Carbuncle, and Pororogo. I'll see you next time. Cheerio!